Let's put some respect to our athletes. Ferdinand Omanyala calls for better coverage of athletes. Ferdinand Omanyala urged bloggers and sports journalists to focus on positive coverage of athletes, emphasizing the need to respect their efforts and avoid demoralizing them with negative stories, having been a victim of the same earlier this year. Ferdinand Omanyala has pleaded with bloggers and sports journalists to change how they cover athletes, encouraging them to focus more on the positive aspects instead of demoralizing them. Omanyala urged the media to focus on building the brands of the athletes, singling out Eliud Kipchoge as one of the victims of wrong reporting. At the time of Kelvin Kiptum's demise, a lot of negative news spread about the five-time Berlin Marathon champion being involved in what had happened. Eliud Kipchoge was mentally affected and had to take a social media break following threats and insults he had received from social media users across the globe. There is one article about Eliud Kipchoge I saw that was very hurtful. This guy has been representing the country for over 20 years and one loss does not justify you to write just about anything, Ferdinand Omanyala said. The Commonwealth Games champion continued by saying that it takes a lot of sacrifice and hard work to get to global championships including the Olympic Games and World Championships and therefore, people should give them grace even when they flop at such events. Let's put some respect to our athletes. Bloggers are writing some negative articles. Of course, it makes you feel bad because these are people who should write things that encourage athletes, Omanyala said. To put respect to the names of athletes, you can positively write negative things. If you end the race at position 2, you have not lost, you're still among the best. So, let's find a way to put these articles in a good way, and in a way that even if my kid reads that article some years later, they will appreciate our efforts. To all bloggers and writers, let us not seek justification in negativity. We have so much negative energy going around. Let us try and get the positive out of it. Earlier this season, news about Africa's fastest man being involved in an extramarital affair spread like wildfire and affected his performance at the Kip Keino Classic where he was forced to finish 5th after winning the title at the 2022 and 2023 editions of the event. He also set the African record of 9.77 seconds at the 2021 edition of the event. However, Ferdinand Omanyala bounced back from that setback and managed to make his second Olympic team after debuting at the delayed 2020 Tokyo Olympic Games. In Paris, he was forced to end his campaign in the semi-final of the men's 100-meter after finishing 8th in 10.08 seconds. He also raced in a series of Diamond League meetings including the Prefontaine Classic where he finished 2nd and also finished 2nd and 7th at the Diamond League meetings in Silesia and Rome. Ferdinand Omanyala also started his season with the indoor tour and capped it with a 4th-place finish at the World Indoor Championships in Glasgow, Scotland.